Today I realized that you almost need sadness in your life if you want to get to the next level without just being average. And I never knew what sadness was until my mom passed away. Before that, I just coasted through life. Nothing really mattered to me. I didn't really give a fuck if I won or lost at whatever I did. I kind of just went through the motions. And after she died, that kind of just changed. I realized that life is fucking short. I know it sounds cliche, but I felt empty. The emptiness just became like the foundation of the man that I knew I needed to become and that I couldn't just fucking coast through life anymore. At the beginning of my life, like I said, I would just go through the motions. With school, relationships, the gym, just with no depth. I never had to really study. I never really had to worry about where my next meal was coming from. I never had to worry about if I would make a sports team or not because my dad was always paying for lessons for me and I was always better than the kid next to me. So I didn't have to worry. I didn't have that chip on my shoulder. And yeah, I just didn't have any sadness to experience, and I feel like that kind of fucked me. But then she died, and I thought I was fine. I still think I'm fine, but I'm just at the end of the day, I guess numb, because I never had felt anything that deeply as a child. And now it feels like the world just ripped the floor out from under me, and it's like I can't avoid this sadness. Before I would have turned to drinking or drugs or any sort of outlet that I could in order to numb the pain, but now that I'm becoming more of a man, I guess, I'm realizing that that's just not the way to do things. It's not the way to go through life. And I know that's what other people do, but that's not what I want to do anymore. I don't. I don't want to be an average person. I don't want to be a man of lust. I don't want to be a man who gives into every fucking bad thing. Sorry, my light just turned off. I want to be a man who I could look up to, who when I have kids, they want to look up to. And that has come also from what I've been going through recently. I've been going through a breakup, and I will say I'm fucking sad about it. This is the first time that I've been truly sad about losing someone, and it's different when you lose someone and they don't die, she's still around. I still see her, and it sucks. It really does fucking suck, but now I'm a couple weeks into it, almost a month into it, and today I got upset. But now I'm coming to the realization where it's like I've been here before. I've been this upset before. This is exactly how I felt when I lost my mom, where you can't eat, you can't sleep because it just sucks so fucking bad. And now it just feels like this year I've had to experience loss two times. And I had never really experienced loss this big before. Like, I've lost my grandparents, I've lost my uncle last year, but my mom and my ex-girlfriend are two people who I spent every single day with for the longest time. And now they're just not there. And it's like, what the fuck do I do now? And I guess that's just me being too reliant on other people. But now I need to find another outlet. I need to focus on myself. I need to become happy with the man I'm going to become. So recently I started journaling. I started going back to church. I started reading and, training twice as hard. I was training hard as fuck when my mom died, but now I feel like I'm training for something even more. And it's not for validation, because I don't fucking need validation, to be honest with you. I don't need anyone's validation. I know that I look good. I'm happy with the way I look. I know I can always look better. But it's like now I feel broken. I'm heartbroken. And I've just been asking myself questions like, who am I now? Who am I without her? I can't let her just be my whole identity. I need to be myself. And who am I without my mom? Who I was had my mom for 20 plus fucking years of my life, and now she's just gone, and it feels like every woman I've had just abandons me, you know? And now I'm just starting to realize that the sadness is kind of making me see life clear. It's showing me that I may have a bigger purpose than what I've been experiencing, what I've been doing with my life. Maybe there is more growth. I have more growth because I've grown a lot over the past couple months. I've become a more disciplined person. I've become a more confident person. I've become someone who is more consistent in what they do. And maybe that will help me find more peace and purpose, is just doubling down and becoming even better of a man. A man that is going to one day have children who will hopefully look up to him. And the lesson is just like, for me, and maybe you guys can use this as a lesson too, but sadness is just always going to be your greatest teacher. It just humbles you. It, breaks your ego. Like, my ego is fucking broken right now. It's truly broken because I'm a confident person. Anyone you ask, anyone you see, they'll say I'm pretty confident. I'm always smiling. I'm always happy. I'm one of those people who people are always asking, why you're so happy? Why are you always smiling? But lately that hasn't been me because I am truly upset. And now it's just going to force me to build someone who is even stronger than I've been, who probably, I don't know if I'll ever feel happy as I have recently in a relationship, but I'll find happiness in other things. And if I never lost my mom, if I never lost this relationship, I would still be that same guy who coasted through life. And now it's like I get to do this again. I get to have another reason to live my life, to work towards something bigger. Maybe this is something that will make me get to the next level financially, spiritually, find my relationship with God again, because maybe that's just what I'm meant to do. I don't know. But if you're going through something like this, grief, heartbreak, loss, don't let it fucking destroy you as I have done before, because it's just going to bring you to the next level if you can learn to leverage it. Learn to leverage it to become a better person. Maybe, better in the gym, better as a father, better as whatever it may fucking be. Do not sit back and fall into your old habits and sit in bed and scroll TikTok and watch Netflix and fucking binge eat, because all that's going to do at the end of the day is make you sadder. It's going to make you not like the person that you see in the mirror, because when you're doing all those things, you're just numbing the pain. And just let the sadness strip away all the fucking bullshit. Let it show you who you really are. And it may feel like there's nothing left to lose right now, but you definitely have a lot more to lose. And just know that this isn't the end, and that this sadness is going to fucking help you level up if you do not want to be an average person anymore. And that's it.